Our top focus. The first match of India in the ODI World Cup 2023 looks like has started on a superb note, and that is all thanks to Indian bowlers who managed to cast a web with their bowling skills. Team India has managed to restrict Australia for 199 in Chennai. Now, as usual, as he's called, Sir Jadeja stepped up by scalping 3 wickets, while Kuldeep Yadav and Jasprit Bumrah take 2 wickets each. All right, so of course it seems like the men in blue have started on a positive note as far as the first match of their ODI World Cup fixture is concerned against Australia. They've managed to restrict Australia to 199, which means that the men in blue require 200 runs to win. And of course, there is World Cup fever. This is happening at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai, where both these teams are clashing. But it's, of course, the bowlers all the way who managed to get this. If you were to speak quickly about these performances, Ravindra Jadeja has managed to get those crucial wickets as well, where he picked up 3, no surprises for guessing. On the other hand, of course, Kuldeep Yadav and Jasprit Bumrah have taken 2 wickets each. Who better than to tell us what's really happening as far as this is concerned rather than Karishma, my colleague, joining me live on the broadcast. Karishma, good evening. Seems like, it has started on a positive note. Tell us, what has happened so far. Do you have any fans who are making their predictions as well?
Well, yes, absolutely. It's been a great performance from the Indian bowling team here at Chepauk, from where we are reporting. 199 should be an easy total for the Indian team to chase. And, of course, what bowling performance from the spinners. 6 wickets between the 3 spinners. Ashwin, of course, playing at his home ground. Then Kuldeep Yadav also taking wickets. All bowlers, in fact, picking wickets in this match. And complete annihilation of the Australian batting lineup, because there was not one batsman who could even get to a 50. Steve Smith top scoring with a 46, helping them get to 199. So it has been a very mellow performance from the Australian team. You would have expected a lot more from them here in Chennai, but that did not happen. There are a few people here who are, possibly still looking for tickets, Nivedana, because the protocol here is once you're inside, the fans are not allowed to come outside and then go back inside. That is why each one of them is glued to their seats back in the stadium right behind me, where they're hoping for an Indian win, because they feel that 200 is going to be a very good and easy target for the Indian team, especially because our batting lineup boasts of Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer. Down the order, you have Ravindra Jadeja. You also have Ashwin, who can bat a bit. So clearly, this is looking like a very India-centric match. And if all were to go well, given the team that we have on paper, this is going to be a good win for India. And remember, if India does win this, it is going to set the momentum for the World Cup in India. It will, help Team India to go further and further, having the momentum, having the start that they've wanted.
Absolutely, Karishma. As you point that out, that, of course, fans are glued to their screens, whether it's in the stadium or probably at their homes as well. What I want to ask you is, you have spoken about the strong batting lineup that India do have, but on the Australia side of things, who do you think can really play trouble as far as the bowlers are concerned? And a quick review of what the conditions are also looking like.
Well, yes, absolutely. Australia does have Adam Zampa, who is a good bowler, but whether he will be able to test the abilities of Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer is something that we'll have to wait and see, because the Indian team went in with its best spinners, with its best bowling lineup. Like I said, all Indian bowlers getting wickets, including Hardik Pandya and Mohammed Siraj as well. So Australia will be relying heavily on Adam Zampa, and we will have to wait and see if Adam Zampa can cause the same destruction that the Indian bowlers did. But it is going to be very interesting. And about the conditions, Nivedana, Indian team has always done well while chasing. So one is going to hope that they can do the same here. And given that they have a lot of breathing space, because the score is not even 200, and, it may be just 3 balls less, but we have managed to let the Australian batters not even play full 50 overs. So they are going to come out very pumped and ready to take on the Australian bowling lineup and ensure that they start the World Cup on the winning side. And remember, there's extreme huge amount of support for the Indian team. All you see in the stadium inside, I'm sure viewers are seeing on their screens, on the broadcast screen, that it is just a sea of blue inside. Every single run is being cheered inside. When a player is even coming to the boundary wall to just start fielding, the cheering is happening. So it is going to be an added advantage and added motivation for the Indian team. They are used to having huge crowds, whether they play in India or abroad, but playing in India in front of the home crowd is obviously a different feeling altogether. And Indian team is making full use of it, getting the crowd behind them.
Absolutely, Karishma. It looks like you are where the action is while all of us are missing out on that, at least in person. But before I let you go, what I also want you to talk about is the fact that it is amazing to see that this time around India has managed to become the host. So this is also not just with the fact that there is added pressure to be reliving the 2011 and 1983 World Cup wins as well, but with the fact that it's happening in India as well.
Well, yes, absolutely. This is a great advantage for the Indian team. Rohit Sharma also talking about the fact that they are going to be playing at home. He, in fact, very warmly said that it will be nice to win a World Cup, especially at home. So everyone's obviously looking forward to it, Nivedana. And with performances like the Indian team is giving, it is going to be very exciting. The people are already having their hopes up that, if this is the performance that the Indian bowlers are doing, then maybe it is our World Cup to win. The fact that it is happening in India puts extra pressure as well. But this is going to be very exciting. We have, fans here as well. He's wearing a Rohit Sharma t-shirt as well, if I'm not wrong. And I'm going to speak to him. Sir, what do you think? 199 all-out Australia. Is it going to be India all the way?
Well, first of all, I'm very grateful that India has definitely put up their best bowling efforts today. Main thank is to Ravichandran Ashwin, Kuldeep Yadav ji, including to Jasprit Bumrah as well.
So do you think India is going to win today?
Definitely, my heart is saying 100% they'll make a very good fight back after learning from the previous lesson from the last ODI, which I'm sure the Indian skipper, Captain Rohit Sharma, will definitely bounce back well.
Well, absolutely. You have heard it from the fan here as well, that Rohit Sharma is going to bounce back, and it is going to be an Indian victory here at the Chepauk today, and the Indian team is going to start on a winning note their World Cup campaign.
All right, Karishma, I appreciate you joining us on the broadcast with not only the latest, but also what is really happening in terms of India hosting this World Cup as well. Let me go across to my colleague Abhishek, who I also understand is a big cricket fan himself, but he's being joined in by more cricket fans. Abhishek, what do they all think in Mumbai? Can India win this one and start off on a brilliant note as far as their campaign is concerned?
Definitely, I'm right present at Shivaji Park, and we have batting cricketers who were watching the match closely. At the same time, they were practicing out here also, and it's a big day because, restricting Australia at below 200 is something that was possible by our bowlers. How do you look at the bowling attack at today that, made it possible to restrict Australians below 200?
The bowling attack was absolutely because in starting the Bumrah took the wicket of Mitchell Marks, and the way Kuldeep Yadav took the wicket of Warner, it was very fine and fantastic bowling by the Indian team.
और कहीं ना कहीं देखा जाए तो बैटिंग अटैक उतना ही स्ट्रांग है हमारा. कैसे देखते हैं कि अभी चेस करना है अराउंड 200 रन्स?
तो जैसे कि सुमन गिल नहीं है अभी, तो इंडिया को थोड़ा सा चेस करने में थोड़ी मुश्किल होगी, पर रोहित शर्मा और ईशान किशन ओपनिंग के लिए जा रहे, तो ज्यादा मुश्किल नहीं होगी.
तो जीत जाएंगे हम ये मैच.
हाँ, जीत जाएंगे.
और कहीं ना कहीं देखा जाए तो एक अच्छा स्टार्ट था, बॉलिंग अटैक था, जिसके चलते 200 के अंदर रिस्ट्रिक्ट किया गया. कैसे देखते हैं पूरी चीजों को?
और जडेजा ने बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग डाली थी, 3 विकेट लिए, और मोहम्मद सिराज ने जो बाउंसर डाला लास्ट में और वो कैच आउट बहुत अच्छी थी. तो और ऊपर से अपने पास बैट्समैन भी अच्छे जो अच्छा रन चेजिंग कर सकते हैं.
एक तरीके का अच्छा स्टार्ट है और एक अच्छा पॉइंट रेस किया. शुभमन गिल का एब्सेंस जो है वो खलेगा, लेकिन हमारे पास जो ऑप्शन आया है और जो बैटिंग लाइनअप के लिए इंडिया माना जाता है, क्या वो आज रंग लाएगा?
हाँ, वो तो पावर प्ले में रोहित शर्मा ही है, जो कि सबको पता है वो कैसे बैटिंग करते हैं. और इसके पिछले जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया का सीरीज था, वो लास्ट मैच में कैसे बैटिंग किए थे वो हम सब ने देखा हुआ था, तो वो फॉर्म में ही है. और उसके बाद विराट कोहली है, केएल राहुल है, ईशान किशन है, श्रेयस अय्यर है, बहुत है। 8 नंबर तक बैटिंग लाइन है, तो 200 मुझे नहीं लगता कि कुछ प्रॉब्लम आएगा चेस करने में।
बॉलर्स ने तो काम कर दिया। आज बैटिंग में कौन मैन ऑफ द मैच हो सकता है, कौन इसको जल्दी फिनिश करेगा? जीतेंगे तो हम सही, लेकिन जल्दी फिनिश करेंगे।
जैसे आएंगे बैटिंग के लिए पहले रोहित शर्मा और ईशान किशन आएंगे वो खेलने के लिए। इसके बाद हमें लगता है कि जहां तक है कि ये विराट कोहली मैन ऑफ द मैच हो सकता है हमारा।
तो एक बार सब मिलके इंडिया के लिए चीयर्स करेंगे जोर से। इंडिया 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 इंडिया। So definitely you can see this is the Josh here at Shivaji Park, and these are the young budding cricketers, very much hopeful that victory is just one innings away, and they are very confident. Bowlers have played very well. Now it's the time for the batsmen to come and take the lead. And definitely we will be winning, but how quickly and who will be the man of the match and who will play, as he pointed out, Virat Kohli is something who can lead it. And definitely they also pointed out the absence of Shubman Gill, but the score which is of Australia is something that Indian batting lineup can easily take it up, is something that they believe, and they are cheering for India. And it's just the start of World Cup with a super hit performance by the bowling attack of India, and now batsmen will definitely win the match of today as it starts. Back to you.
Right, Abhishek. Thank you very much for getting us all that infectious energy out there from the ground. To all of us who are here, hoping for the same, that India managed to clinch this one and not fall like a pack of cards as far as the batting is concerned. We leave it to that. Thank you.